Okay, not a lot to add today. Market did pretty much what everybody thought it was going to do. Had a big day, and we'll get to take a look at what we have real quick and get the watch list. We'll do the 3-minute tutorial and then get on the charts. Quick look at the SPY. We talked about the big run up on Friday through the 50-day, gap up today, and a good solid day. Even intraday, not really any sell-offs to mention. And the SP 500 did pretty much the same, well above its 50-day as well, and we just go as far as we can go. I wouldn't be surprised to run up to my upper pivot here and stop, which is in the pretty close, right around 28.30. We'll just have to see what happens when we get there. It's going to roll back to basically getting back on the stocks, which we've had most of our swing trade alerts come in down here on the 9th and the 14th. This was the 9th. We had a lot of them come in here on the 14th. We had some in between, but most of those stocks were still in an uptrend, even with this sideways base had not really pulled back, and they just continued on up today. I actually had nothing on Friday, crossed itself from a short back to a long. They were already in the long zone. Quick glance at the watch list. We got no weekly bear breaks. We got 5 weekly bull breaks, no daily bears, and some daily bulls. And we'll take a look at those in a moment. You can pause the video. You got the list right there. Do the tutorial, and then we'll look at the charts real quick. This is a mini tutorial on what the lines mean on my charts if you're a first-time viewer or been a while since you viewed. We're scanning on weekly and daily charts for my condition. When this green line is up, it's my bull zone, and when the red line is up, it's my bear zone. You need to be aware of support and resistance lines and what charts do at levels, and that's what these levels are for. Just quickly as I can do this, and we're going to put a video on YouTube getting more from your swing trading charts that'll be more detailed and look at more stocks, how they react to these lines. But the gist of what you see here is this is what I'm scanning for, and as you can see here, this showed up in the bear zone. It did go down for a few days, but these green lines are support, and that's why it fought for a few days, tried to bounce back up, headed back down again, came right back into the bull zone, bear zone, excuse me, and continued on down. Now the lines, here's what they represent. A green line is a place that a stock went up to and rejected. So as this green line redrew itself every time we made highs right here, and then it stayed across here for reference points, continues the same line here for reference points. Resistance, when you get above it, becomes support. This green line was drawn way back in the history, and when this stock broke above this resistance level, when it came back down, it held it, it held it, it held it, it tested it and held it again and again. That was support. That's why I want you to be aware of what these lines mean, and you'll see them on my charts. And then the activity that stocks do, sometimes they go, that's my first target, that's my second target. Many times stocks go target 1, pull back a little, target 2, then they may pull all the way back to 1 and go again if they're continuing an uptrend. In this case, it did the pull back. This blue line is a 50-period moving average. This orange line is a 200. So that's what I want you to be aware of as well. And then I have a pivot system that consists of this blue line at the top, yellow line at the bottom, and my target 1 and target 2. You'll see this particular day this stock gapped down, huge gap down, open way down here. The low on this stock was 169.68. I'm getting that right out of this box over here, and the value of that yellow line was 169.67. Within 1 cent, it held that line and bounced that day for a huge bounce. It's not a support level, but it's where I look for stocks to try to hold. It's where I look if I'm short, say from here, this is where I'm looking to get out. I'm looking to move 2 levels, target 1, target 2, going up, target 1, target 2. The pink lines all represent places the stock has gone down to and bounced. This pink line is referencing this last pivot low. So as you're selling down into it, it may bounce again. If you get below it, then it becomes resistance. And that's all these lines mean. I just want you to know what they mean going forward. Thanks for watching the video. Let's get started. Through time, I've got several comments and emails from viewers that don't subscribe to our services but do watch our videos and basically say, hey man, I'm getting some good trades off your videos. I wish there's a way I could contribute, and I don't want to sign up for a membership. So I finally went and made a donation button. You can find it 2 places. On any video, we're included at the bottom. You just click the show more button, and shortly down there you'll see support our channel, a donation through PayPal. You can click right here, pay through or make a donation through PayPal. Any amount you want to put in there is acceptable and appreciated. And then on our website, you can go to daytradersetups.com, press the YouTube menu item. It'll take you to this page, and there's a donate button there as well. And we appreciate that, appreciate the suggestion, and thank you ahead of time for any donations sent. We appreciate it a lot. Okay, as we said, we got no weekly bears, weekly bulls. We got General Dynamics up 578 today. Broke into the weekly breakout near the old highs there it was at earlier. This has been up and down into this area before, so this is not a consolidation break like we really like to see. It's just a recalculation of the bull area, which is now up here, which we give you that right here. It's the trigger price. But we really like to be coming out of consolidations. It's a little more consolidated on this one. Trying to get back up through this same level it tried to get through a couple of weeks ago before the sell-off. KLAC had a very big day. First stock I spotted this morning, I just couldn't figure out how to get in it early. It was real thin right here and real spready. And I was looking at it in the first 5 minutes of the day, and it was doing all this 50 and 60 cent movements, and like I said, it's very thin and jerking around, and really continued that over till it got stuck in this base right here on the VWAP, and then broke up to a really nice run of over $2.50. And probably had we got the focus back on this like we should have, because the uptrend was never anything but an uptrend, I believe we could have got back in this stock, but we didn't get back on it. I know some of the guys may have. I didn't get back on it. I noticed it later in the day. NTAL back on the weekly. Now this is its first week coming up. I've been in a sell-off, a long consolidation, starting to get some momentum again out of this long consolidation here on the weekly. So that's really not super consolidated, but it is moving back up where it should be. And VRTX, this thing started its climb 2 or 3 days ago and just didn't do a lot today other than a gap up, a lot of sideways. This thing really strong, and it's get back above this old high right here, 167.86. Closed a couple of dollars above that today. That's all the weeklies. We'll jump back over on the dailies, and then we'll get the recaps at the end. While you're here, be sure to subscribe to our channel and follow us on Twitter or StockTwits at Daytrader Setups. And our website is daytradersetups.com and swingtradersetups.com. Don't forget, this video is being brought to you by our premium alerts at swingtradersetups.com. They're real-time alerts. They're posted on our website, and we're looking at our bull zone weekly and daily breakouts, and our bear zone weekly and daily breakouts that are in one category on the website. And there are other categories that are more aggressive for the more active trader as well. And by having a subscription to that service, you get all these alerts intraday as they happen, and one subscription gets you access to everything, as well as our chart system. If you would like to get it, I can set you up a couple of different ways to have the green and pink lines available for your charts as you review. Let's go forward. This is the bear recap. None today. We had 3 from Friday. These continue. Now this stocks, both of these, from where they hit the bear zone, they're still in a bear zone, shown by the check marks here. They still got downside momentum, but both these stocks bounced today. All 3 of these stocks actually bounced today. And this one was at support on Friday when it closed, and it just opened at support and came right back up. OLED is sitting here holding support line as well. These are your other stocks from 2 days before. Still got a lot of stocks trying to bounce down here that went down into the bear zone on a gap down. For instance, with this stock, it's still way down here, but it has up days. There's really not any down days in here other than Wayfair just sat here basically even for the day. Campbell Soup, Green Day, and most of these stocks had Green Day, so they just kind of falling back into these areas that they're languishing in, but they're holding their own, and like once come out from down at the bottom from 5 days ago, it went in way back here. It's been recovering all the way, so most of this stuff is all negated now. And these are some that had revisited new bear zones that were created by a sell-off, not really out of consolidation. These are your daily bulls. We just looked at today's. This was our Friday breakout list. Thursday, Tuesday, and then this was the Friday before because we had a holiday last week. So DIN had the bull break it since the bull break at 55.72 is up $18 since we first showed this 4 days ago, way down here during this upswing on this day. These are basing sideways. If you keep the yellow lines, remember we still got momentum. We're just kind of stuck in a rut. That's what you got right here. Like DPZ, it's not still in the new bull zone that's created by the new prices. Broke out down here, right here. Excuse me. But it's holding the momentum here. It just hadn't broke out again. So still got upside potential, even though I had a down day today. And these were your few days prior, up $2 today, up $3.25 today, up $1.53 today. All still maintaining their momentum quality, and only 2 of the 4 are keeping the lows high enough to stay out in my trend stability. And then the ones from Friday, you got Adobe up $2 today, still well on its way. Some of these didn't have big up days, but they still had strong days, and they still held their momentum, and that's what the yellow, the green, and the green check is what you're looking for to maintaining the momentum. PA and W just had $8 after hours. They had earnings. So there's your recaps. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel. Come over and check out our website.